We have understood what is a salary and what are the some exception to that rule of salary. So as per the Income Tax Act, any amount paid by an employer to employee will be salary. So if there is an employer employee relationship is there, that will be coming under the income from salary under Income Tax Act. Okay, so first you should see the contract of employment, and if there is an employee-employee relationship between the two persons, so anything given by an employer to employee will be coming under salary. Okay, not only the monetary part, like free accommodation given by an employer to employee. Okay, leave travel concession benefits given, then car facilities given by an employer to employee. All this thing will come under income from salary, and they are income and taxable also. Okay, gift given by an employer to employee subject to monetary limit is taxable under head salary. Now, what are the three exceptions to the salary? That is salary of MP/MLA. It is taxed under income from other sources. Remuneration received by a partner from a partnership firm is taxable under profit and gains from business and profession. Okay, and salary received non-employee director from a company is income from other source. This all we have discussed in the last class in detail. Now, what is the rule for taxability of salary? Salary is taxed on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. So taxability of salary, if you will see, it is due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Now, very important thing, this problem of including salary in which year's income will arise only in the last month's case. Okay, basically. Let us understand this with the two examples, case 1 and case 2. What is this rule saying? That taxability of salary is on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. This is the general rule. Now we know that previous year relevant is 2020-21, means it will start from 1st April and end on 31st March on 2021. Okay, and corresponding relevant assessment year is 21-22. Okay, so now let us understand this example. So our year 2020-21 will start from 1st April. This is the financial year, no? 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021. So from 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021, a person will work in a company. So this is the financial year, or also you can call it as previous year. Income earned in previous year will be taxed in assessment year. So suppose if XYZ is an employee, is working in a company from 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021. Let us take that example. And that company's policy says that salary is paid on 7th of next month. Okay, so salary is due and salary is paid on 7th of the next month. Now let us understand this example. 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021, that XYZ employee is working in a company, and company rule says that we will pay you salary on 7th of the next month. Okay. Now let us understand. Two things we have to check. One is the due and one is the receipt of salary. Now, salary normally assumed to be due on the last day of the month only. So suppose if XYZ is working in a company for April month, full April month is working. So salary will be due on the last of month. Due means right to receive. Whether it is paid on 7th of next month is a different thing. First thing you have to check whether you will receive the salary or not. Suppose if you have worked in a company for 1 month, so you will receive the right to receive the salary for that month. So normally salary is assumed to be due on the last of the month only. So suppose if April month's salary will be due on 30th April, that is last day of April. Receipt will be 7th of May as per the company rules. Understood? So if you are working in a company from 1st April to 30 April, so you will have the right now to receive the salary. Whether it is paid on 7th of the next month is a different thing. But when you will get the right to receive the salary on the last day, okay, so salary will be due on 30th April. Okay, so similarly, we can calculate it for all the months. So May 20, like that is working for 1 year in that company. April, May, June till March of the next year. So this is his working from April 20 to March 31st. He is working in a company. His salary, for example, let us take per month is 30,000. Okay. So complete April year's work. So right to receive salary that is due on last day of the month. Receipt on 7th May. Similarly, May's salary will be due on 31st May. Receipt will be June. This is as per the company's policy. Similarly, June's salary will be due on last day of the June, that is 30th June. Okay, receipt will be next month, 7th July. Okay, July salary will be due on 31st July. Last day, receipt will be on 7th August. Then similarly, August salary on 31st August due, receipt September. September salary due on 30th September, receipt 7th October. Similarly, 31st October, receipt will be 7th November. November's salary due on 30 November. Receipt will be 7th of December. December salary will be due on 31st December. Receipt will be 7th January. January salary will be due on 31st January, last day. Receipt will be 7th of February, next month. February salary will be due on 20th and receipt will be on 7th March. No important thing. March salary will be due on 31st March. But this March salary will be received on 7th April, which will go in the next financial year. If you understand, this will go in the next financial year. Now here difficulty will arise. Okay. Before that, let you tell this much understood, everybody. This much I understood, everybody. Everybody confirm. Then we will go for understanding this part. This is an important part. This much understood, everybody. Due and receipt. Okay. Now, if you will see from April to February, there is no difficulty because due is also in 2020-21. Receipt is also in 2020-21. Okay. Now, only difficult will arise in March salary because March salary is due on 31st March but paid on 7th April, which is going in next year. Now, here one confusion will arise whether this salary of 30,000 should be included in 2021 or not. Understood? Whether this salary should be included in 2021 or not. Very important thing. Now, rule says that you should include salary in income either on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. So, if you will go by this rule, here due is earlier, it is on 31st March only, receipt is later, so we will take due. That's why this 30,000 will also be included in 2021 only. Understood this rule? So here due is earlier than receipt. So rule says that due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. So that's why since due is on 31st March only, we will not consider the receipt and include 30,000 in 2021 only. Okay, this is the first case. To understand this rule, due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Understood? Yes or no? So this everybody note down this much. This is first rule. Rule write down everybody. Salary is taxed on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. And write the case one. Salary is paid on 7th of next month. But you should understand that salary will be due on the last day of each month. Okay. Because suppose you work complete April in a company, but you left the job. Now employer cannot say that he will not pay you salary because salary is already due on 30th April. So he will have to pay the salary. Okay. So salary will be assumed to be due on the last day of the month only. Okay. That's why here March salary, if you will see, whether it is received next year, but we are including it in this year only because due is earlier, no? And rule says that due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. So write down this case one and general rule also you write down and note down this illustration. Written? Yes or no? So in this case, it is said that April 2021 salary you are receiving in March 2021 only as advance. So you have requested your employer to give you April 21 salary in March 21 only. Okay. Sometimes you can take advance also. So in this case, what will be the total salary for 2021? Let us see that. Now see, from April 20 to March 21, you are working in a company. Okay. So due will be on the last day of the month. Same. Okay. April salary will be due on last day of April. May month salary will be due on last day of month. June salary will be due on 30th June, that is last day of June. Likewise, all the months you can calculate. Due means right to receive. Receipt, let us take 7th of the next month, you will get the salary from the employer. Now here in case 2, one additional thing is given that employee requested the employer to pay the April month's salary in March only. Okay, sometimes you can request the advance salary. Now tell me, April month salary will be due on 30th April, no? Last day of the month. Now, but here employee requested the employer to pay advance. So here salary paid in advance in March only. Now, this ideally, this 30,000 should go in the next year because April will go in the next year, no? But since the rule says that salary is taxed on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier, since in this case, receipt is earlier, okay, because you are receiving the salary in March only, not in April. So that's why we will include this 30,000 also in 2020-21 only. So this is the rule. Okay. So due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. That's why salary of April received in March, we have taken it in 2021 only. It will not go in 21-22 financial year. Understood? So you have to see which is earlier, due is earlier or receipt is earlier, and accordingly include it in your salary for tax purpose. Understood this case? So note on this case also. Okay, yeah. So note on this case. both the examples you write down. So this much everybody note down first.